Trying to look for a cut. I think we're just going to play it. Last one.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. It is a pleasure to greet all of you here in the Sonnentag and to those watching remotely. I'm Kelly Murray, an academic staff member in the Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning and the chair of the University Senate. I have the honor of welcoming you and thanking you for attending this important event in the lives of our graduates. The prelude for this morning's ceremony was provided by the UW-Eau Claire Faculty Brass Ensemble. Thank you very much. Both of today's commencement exercises will celebrate more than 1,500 students. Nearly 1,400 students will be receiving undergraduate degrees, and 154 students will be receiving advanced degrees. A full list of UW-Eau Claire graduates can be found online. Look for the QR code in your program. Ashley Stokely is an interpreter for the deaf and hard of hearing. You will see her on the large screens in the arena. Closed captioning is also provided. You can find that QR code for the captioning service in your program as well. You may remain seated for the processional of the graduates, which will begin in just a moment. After the graduates have entered, the faculty and staff will enter. I will return to the podium and ask you to rise if you are able for the arrival of the platform party and the singing of the national anthem. Thank you for your attention, and congratulations to our graduates.
so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Michael Carney, Interim Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. I am proud to represent the more than 1,300 faculty and staff of this great university and welcome the thousands of guests here in the Sonnentag and those viewing online. It is my privilege to open this commencement ceremony by congratulating you, the May graduating class of 2025. As is a custom at all of our formal events, I want to acknowledge the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire occupies the sacred and ancestral lands of Indigenous peoples. We extend our respect and recognition to the earlier and present citizens of the land of the Menominee, Ho-Chunk, Potawatomi, Ojibwe, and Dakota nations on which our campuses stand. Thank you to our student singer, Alexia Johnson. Alexia earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in Theater Arts this morning and has been reading student names at commencement for multiple years. Going forward, she plans to seek opportunities to perform and support youth in the arts in Madison and Chicago. Congratulations, Alexia. Let's give her another round of applause. Graduates and guests, we are so pleased you can join us for spring commencement in the university's Sonnentag Event Center, which opened last summer. Joining me on stage this afternoon are the academic and shared governance leaders of our university, some of whom I will introduce now. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing. Graduates and guests, you may hold your applause until all have been introduced. Dr. James Schmidt, Chancellor. Billy Fells, Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management. Dr. Mary Hoffman, Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Dean of Graduate Studies. Dr. Louisa Rice, Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Greg M. Heinzelman, Dean of Students. Dr. Lisa Jepson, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Carmen Manning, Dean of the College of Health and Human Sciences. Dr. Kristen Abbott Anderson, Dean of the College of Nursing. Dr. Alex Sternfeld Dunn, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Jean Pratt, Associate Dean, College of Business. Dr. Leah Olson McBride, Associate Dean, College of Health and Human Sciences. and Kelly Murray, Chair of the University Senate. Now, graduates, I know I am not the only person celebrating your achievements today. Supporting you are the parents, grandparents, partners, loved ones, siblings, and friends who helped to make this day possible. Graduates, please take a moment to show your appreciation to them with a round of applause. UW-Eau Claire has consistently earned or been recognized nationally for our excellent academic and student support programs. Of our many national awards, we are particularly proud to be recognized for our support of student veterans. This year, UW-Eau Claire was ranked 8th among large public institutions for its support of veterans and their families by Victory Media after earning their gold-level distinction for 3 consecutive years. We know our veterans have made tremendous sacrifices through their service, which are shared by their spouses, partners, and families. I would like to invite our graduating veterans and their service time families, along with any other veterans and their families who are here with us today, to please stand and receive our appreciation for your service and sacrifice. Now it is my pleasure to introduce a special guest bringing well wishes from the Universities of Wisconsin Board of Regents. Karen Walsh is director of Burby Walsh Foundation, a family foundation dedicated to human and animal health and welfare, which has awarded more than $8 million in grants to the state of Wisconsin. A native of Columbus, Wisconsin, Walsh holds bachelor's and master's degrees in journalism from UW-Madison, where she retired in 2005 as the Assistant Dean of External Relations in the College of Engineering. She is a past president of the Board of Regents, to which she was appointed in 2019, and also serves on a number of nonprofit boards in the Madison area. Welcome, Regent Walsh.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor and privilege to share this special day with you and bring greetings from my fellow regents and from the universities of Wisconsin. You're finding that you've learned a lot over your time in Eau Claire, and one of the things I'm sure you've learned is how quickly 4 years of your life will go, and I think you'll find that true also down the road. I want to take a moment to provide a public thank you to your soon-to-be departing Chancellor, Jim Schmidt. I'm sure any of you who were on this campus 10, 15 years ago have probably remarked at how much this campus has changed. And the vision of this gentleman sitting behind me is no small reason for those achievements. The partnerships that he built, which benefited not only the community, but in particular you, the students, are all around you. And I think it might be appropriate right now if we give him a special round of applause from his last group of graduates. He has left us with big shoes to fill, no doubt about it. And I want to use your chancellor to give you a small piece of advice. They always say that there are 2 things in life guaranteed. One is death and the other is taxes. There is a third one, and that third one is change. Now, you might find that the degree you graduated with today or the career that you envision yourself with is not where you are in 10 to 20 years from now. I used to work in morning radio once upon a time, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I found out after a couple years that wasn't the best fit for me. So be brave and don't be afraid to look at new opportunities to use your talents and grow. Anytime that you approach your work with dedication and creativity and the ability to ask good questions, you will go far in life. It may not be the path you thought it would be, but it could be something pretty great. You might be able to sleep in the morning a bit, or you might change the world, one or the other. So I'm so proud of all of you, all of us in the Board of Regents. You are the reason we do what we do. Thank you, and go Blue Golds.
Well, graduates, this is a time for transitions, isn't it? And it's bittersweet that I'm here for the final time. I'm going to see if I get through this pretty well. I want to start by thanking Regent Walsh for joining us today, and I want to thank her for being a true champion of the Wisconsin idea. Graduates, there are a few days as chancellor that I cherish more than commencement. Really, move-in day is the only close second, and for some of the same reasons. It's the first step of your next adventure. Your parents are happy and crying at the same time. The siblings you couldn't wait to get away from are now worried that you're actually going to go somewhere. And you're wondering, will you make friends in your next venture? All of those things seem coming up. Except something has changed, and that is the Blue Gold spirit, and the support you've shared for one another has been outstanding. So before I move into my formal remarks, I just want this audience to join me on your feet for an uncomfortably long period of applause as we celebrate the graduating class of 2025. And hear you. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was almost uncomfortably too long. Graduates, though, you have earned it. Blue Golds, it has been a joy to be with you and to celebrate all these milestones in your life, just like all your friends and family are doing right now. You've worked hard, you've pursued new passions, and you've made a difference in our community. You've made friends and explored the world with Wisconsin's most beautiful campus as your home base. I want to extend a special recognition to some of the graduates who are here with us today who are wearing teal cords, which symbolize that they were the first persons in their family to earn a college degree. So to all of our first-generation students, I am so proud of what you've accomplished. Navigating an undergraduate experience in the middle of a pandemic and all the social media things that are going on, I think you can ask all of the people who are on stage, because I'm assuming they're older than you are. We're all grateful that not everybody was carrying a video camera around us during our college world and posting everything on social media. So it's not easy being a college student, but it's been more difficult for many of you. We don't have an older brother, sister, parent, aunt, or uncle who can kind of guide you along the way. So for just a moment, I'm going to ask for a little bit more support from our audience, but I'm going to ask all of those of you who are the first in your family to graduate to college, please stand and receive our recognition for a job well done. And now, graduates, the faculty have spoken, and you will be receiving your diploma emblazoned with the seal of excellence. Excellence is the university's motto, the standard we hold our students to, and a standard for which you have met. Emily Casey of Eau Claire graduates today with her bachelor's degree in social work, and she says her journey to commencement prepared her for her career in unexpected ways. During her first year, Emily sustained a traumatic brain injury that deeply impacted her life. Thanks to supportive faculty and staff, she found new strength and resilience and undertook an internship that focused on brain injuries that allowed her to advocate for survivors in Washington, D.C. Emily says she's grateful for the experiences and opportunities that turned her personal challenge into a platform for advocacy. Congratulations, Emily, and well done. Earning your Blue Gold degree is a difficult path. Taking classes upon classes, seeking research and internship opportunities, balancing work and life, sorrow, joy. Even if the path behind you now looks clear and inevitable, each of you undoubtedly faced challenges along the way. But you kept going. You didn't shy away from difficulties. Instead, you found opportunities to think differently. Blue Golds are known for making a difference because your excellent academic and community-engaged education prepares you to contribute to the public good for a lifetime. At UW-Eau Claire, our rigorous programs connect the dots across disciplines. We build the research and community-engaged learning right into the curriculum, and we expect that you will find a way to make your time outside class matter just as much as your coursework. U.S. News and World Report says you are about to graduate from the top-rated public regional university in either Minnesota or Wisconsin. Number one's pretty good, isn't it? We've held that rank for the last 2 years, but it really isn't new territory for us because we've been among the top in the 11 states of the Midwest for 30 years in a row. What's more, just this past year, in 2024, U.S. News elevated UW-Eau Claire to its exclusive undergraduate research creative projects ranking, where we join massive research universities like Harvard, Stanford, Yale, MIT. They listed only 54 universities in the whole country, of which there are more than 4,400 of them. 54 were on the list. Only 12 were public universities. Can you do the math on that? So 54 to 12, all right? 11 of the 12 were the state flagship Research One universities. Only 11 of those, and there's a lot of them across the country. And then there was one. UW-Eau Claire was the only regional public university on the entire list. And this is the university being recognized for your excellent work, the work of our faculty and staff who do everything to make sure that you have an outstanding education that is second to none. In fact, we are in a category of one. We are a different kind of university, and as you leave, I want you to know you should hold your head high as a Blue Gold. Your friends and colleagues and family members who went to other institutions really can't match the experience you had the opportunity for at UW-Eau Claire. There are really so many of you who already represent the hallmarks of successful Blue Gold alums. Marie Nicolette of Burlington, Wisconsin graduates today with her bachelor's degree in business finance, but she's already putting her skills to the test in the real world. As ideas that first sounded like economic jargon began to make sense for her, you know, that light bulb moment where he finally comes together, she jumped at the chance to keep learning. Marie played a critical role in the Chartered Financial Analysts Institute Research Challenge Team, which interacts with investment professionals to gain experience in equity analysis and financial presentations. Is your head spinning? Some of yours aren't. Well, the faculty lauded Marie's proactive leadership and positive attitude on the team, which combined with remarkable presentation skills to impress numerous industry leaders. To say the least, congratulations, Marie, you will go far. You are all now part of the proud blue gold tradition, aspirational difference makers who aren't afraid to envision a brighter future. You're about to join the ranks of more than 100,000 living blue gold alums across the globe who have walked this path before you. UW-Eau Claire is a special place, and in my 12 years as chancellor, I've come to know countless blue golds and the incredible faculty and staff that make this such a life-changing university. And I can say without a doubt that it is the people who come here to learn and teach and grow together who set this place apart. In the process, we help awaken empathy and courage in one another, fueling our desire to make the world a better place for ourselves, our families, and our communities. I'm enormously grateful to have called UW-Eau Claire my home. And I hope you feel the same way about this special place as you prepare to leave. In this vast, ever-changing world, how lucky are we to have been a part of this tradition of excellence, to have brought the best of ourselves to a place dedicated to elevating human potential. More than 100 years ago, this community set out to establish a school in Eau Claire to help the region thrive. And they went to Madison, they rented rail cars, the local business community, to demand that they make good on that promise to establish what later became UW-Eau Claire. And they wouldn't take no for an answer. Well, you remind me of those business leaders of 100 years ago, because you have shown yourself the same perseverance that they did, showing up for your classes, hiking up the hill again because you forgot a book, supporting your friends, conducting research projects, and daring to envision a brighter future you could help create. We are lucky to have walked in the footsteps of those who came before us. But never forget that for one brief shining moment, it was you that helped keep this place so special. Without the students, the culture can't continue. You've stepped up to support your friends. When a friend in your dormitory experienced a loss in the family, broke up with a boyfriend, girlfriend, didn't do well on a test, was overwhelmed by everything that needed to be done, you brought the blue gold spirit with you. You supported one another. And that's why when you hear your best lifelong friends come from this college experience, I'm so grateful that you all picked up that challenge to continue the blue gold spirit, to keep the culture of this amazing university alive, because it doesn't exist without the students. We can hold it in the faculty and staff, but you outnumber us. So it is bittersweet to say goodbye to UW-Eau Claire. Know that you also carry this place with you now, with gratitude for your experience, excitement for the future, and strong character as your guide. Let today be a celebration for a new chapter that now commences. If you keep walking the rare and difficult path of excellence, I have no doubt that you can achieve anything you put your mind to. And remember, once a blue gold, always a blue gold. Congratulations, graduates.
This semester, in fact, just last night, we were proud to have recognized 9 distinguished alumni and friends who have demonstrated through their careers and their lives the power of the Blue Gold degree. You can find more information about this year's Alumni Award recipients in the digital commencement program. This afternoon, we are joined by 2 Alumni Award winners, one of whom I will introduce in a moment before he delivers the charge to the class. First, we are joined by one recipient of the Honorary Alumnus Award, which is presented to a non-alumni or non-degreed alumni who have demonstrated great love of and service to the UW-Eau Claire or the greater community. Today we recognize Jim Schmidt, whose nearly 4 decades in higher education, including 12 years as Chancellor of UW-Eau Claire, have been of great service to the public good and this community. Congratulations, Chancellor Schmidt. And now, our final Alumni Award winner is a recipient of the Alumni Distinguished Achievement Award, which recognizes distinguished service to the community, state, or nation in a manner that brings credit to the recipient and to UW-Eau Claire. John Noltner graduated from UW-Eau Claire in 1990 with his bachelor's degree in journalism and will deliver today's charge to the class. For over 25 years, John traveled 4 continents to document images and stories of human courage, grace, and resilience for national magazines, Fortune 500 companies, and nonprofit organizations. You may have encountered some of John's photography and publications, including National Geographic Traveler, Smithsonian, Forbes, Health, Midwest Living, and the New York Daily News, and more. Lauded by his peers as a peacemaker, he founded a multimedia arts project called A Piece of My Mind in 2008 that uses portraits and personal narratives to bridge divides and encourage important community dialogues. John has also published 4 books, including his most recent work, Lessons on the Road to Peace, which released just last year. It has won the 2024 Minnesota Book Award for General Nonfiction, as well as the Budapest International Photo Award Gold Medal and the Peacemaker of the Year Award from the Independent Press. John and Chancellor Schmidt, would you please join me at the podium? On behalf of the faculty, staff, students, and alumni of the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, please receive this university medallion as a token of our appreciation for being here today and for delivering the class charge.
Good afternoon. There it is. You're getting close. You're going to walk across the stage in a couple of minutes. I won't stand too long in your way. But today's a big day. Congratulations. 35 years ago, I was here in your shoes at UW-Eau Claire. And today I want to offer you some good news. Then there's a little bit of bad news, but then there's more good news again. So let's go in that order. The good news is that your journey brought you to UW-Eau Claire. You set out to earn a degree, and you did it. However difficult it was, no matter the obstacles you encountered along the way, the fact that you're sitting here today means that you've fulfilled the obligations and requirements, and now you're graduating. Along the way, I bet and I hope that you made some good friends, and you made some memories that'll last a lifetime. That's the good news. It's great news, in fact, and we're here to celebrate that with you today. You ready for the bad news? Life is hard. There are going to be some rough patches up ahead. In the years and decades to come, you're going to encounter some loss and some hardship. You're going to be disappointed. There'll be bills and pressures and deadlines, and for some of you, statistically, there might be addiction or a difficult diagnosis, mental health challenges. At times, things might feel helpless, hopeless. That's hard news, and it's absolutely true. But here's what I want to tell you today. This is the other good news that I hope you'll hold on to. That whatever those challenges might be, that's not the end of the story. Every day when you wake up, you get to make a choice about how you're going to respond to the world around you. Every day there's a chance to start again. You're graduating today because you've proven that you can do hard things. And when more hard things present themselves, I want you to remember this achievement as a lesson, as a marker, and as an example of what you're capable of, so that you can and you will find the courage to do the next hard thing. I've had the good luck to travel the country and the world gathering stories of hope and healing for this storytelling project called A Piece of My Mind. In a divided world, we try to use storytelling and art to rediscover what connects us. And I get to carry the stories of these folks who are finding creative solutions to some of our most challenging issues. People who found themselves in difficult situations and have realized and decided that that wasn't the end of their story. So I met people like Angela Bates in Nicodemus, Kansas. It's a town that was settled by freed slaves after the Civil War, and Angela was really proud of that history. The whole community was proud of that history. So they talked to the National Park Service to see if there was some way they could honor that. And after 20 years of conversation, the Park Service said, yeah, we can do that. And they built this beautiful interpretive center to talk about a town that was settled by freed slaves, and then they staffed it with all white people. It doesn't make sense, right? There are a lot of things in life that don't make sense, and Angela talked about how frustrating that was, but then she realized that she had a choice about how she was going to respond to the world around her. See, because we can't always control the things that happen to us, but we can absolutely control the way we respond to it. So the town got together and they built their own history museum because, as Angela likes to say, we won't ever know where it is we're going unless we first know where it is we've been. And I interviewed people like Michael Scholar, who was a journalist based in Africa covering the genocide in Rwanda in 1994. And Michael talked about the ways that people turned on their friends and neighbors with horrific acts of violence, and how that led Michael to lead with to work with an organization in America that works to rebuild our social fabric. It's called Weave, and they work to rebuild the social trust that is frayed in our communities these days. And that progress can be slow, right? Michael said that he doesn't get frustrated when things take time. He's focused on the way he moves through the world and the things that he can control. And he said, I've decided that I'm going to care. And if the world gets better, wonderful. But if the world doesn't get better, I'm still going to care. I learned from people like Panina Bowman in Atlanta, Georgia, who talked about growing up as a young girl in World War II Europe. And she said that one day soldiers showed up at their door and they said, you've got 10 minutes to pack your things and then you have to go. And they didn't know where they were going, but they wound up on a train that was going to Auschwitz. And so both of Panina's parents and 42 members of her family died at Auschwitz. And she talked about how difficult it was to find anything that resembled peace in a place like that. But she also said that while she was there, she made a choice not to hate. She said, because hate is a really powerful tool, and it's intended to destroy somebody else, but in fact it circles back and it destroys you instead. I had the honor of sitting with people like Greg Campbell, who I interviewed as he decided to stop receiving dialysis and come home into hospice care and prepare to die. He knew he would have just a few good days left before his body started to fail, and he used that time to meet with his old friends and to sit with me for this interview. And Greg said, if you want to have friends, you have to open up. And that can be really scary because you can get hurt. But I've had friends I've known for 46 years, and to this day, they're still helping me. They're shoveling my driveway. They're asking, what else can I do? And they do it because it's right, and they do it because of everything I've done for them. When people talk about paying it forward in life by being kind and good and peaceful. You never know when that withdrawal comes, but for Greg, he said, it's coming right now. And finally, I met people like Chief Sherelle Parfait Dardar of the Biloxi Chittimaca Choctaw tribe in the watery bayous of South Louisiana. And Sherelle talked about how hard it was to live in that place that was regularly knocked down by hurricanes. You know, they would rebuild again, and another hurricane would come and knock them down again. And in some places, their land's literally washing away, and I asked Chief Sherelle, why is it that you stay? And she said, it's the love. I've never felt love like I've found in this place. And that idea is reflected in the way she chooses to govern her people. Chief Sherelle says, I'm going to love the crap out of you. And that's my call to those who are seeking leadership positions. She said, if you can't lead with love, get out of the way. You see, there's beauty and wisdom all around us if we choose to see it. Each one of you, you've got the strength and the courage, you've got the beauty and wisdom that you've only just begun to uncover. The world is hard, the world is uncertain, and you were made for this moment. Every day, you get to choose if you'll lean into division or if you're going to move towards healing. Every day, you get to choose if you will take or if you'll give. Every day, you get to choose if you'll tear things down or build things up. Every day, you get the chance to help another human, to build a connection, to show compassion, to plant a seed of hope in someone else who desperately needs it. You get to choose. Congratulations on your graduation. You made it. And welcome to the next part of your story. We can't wait to see what you choose to do with it. Go Blue Golds.
Thank you, John, for sharing your insights, your thoughts, and experiences, and encouraging our graduates to remain focused on what's next. Now, graduates, the moment you've all been waiting for has arrived. The deans of graduate studies, the College of Business, and the College of Health and Human Sciences will each in turn present their graduates for degree conferral. Graduates, after your degree has been conferred, the marshals will direct you to the stage to receive your diploma cover. As you exit the platform, representatives of the UW Clare Alumni Association will present you with a gift. It's an alumni license plate holder that we hope you will display proudly on every vehicle that you own going forward. Guests, this is your chance now to get loud. This is a chance for you to please feel free to cheer on your graduates as they cross the stage and to give them the shout out that they so richly deserve. Dean Hoffman and Chancellor Schmidt, would you please come to the podium?
Good afternoon. Graduate education at UW-Eau Claire helps students attain deeper levels of knowledge, hone their skills for critical analysis of information, and apply what they've learned to impact their lives, professions, and communities. Our graduates from both online and in-person programs are already making a difference. They improve lives as nurse practitioners, athletic trainers, school psychologists, and speech-language pathologists. They build the economy as leaders in business, and they help us make sense of the world as data analysts, writers, scholars, and historians. We are proud of the hard work and dedication shown by each of them. Will all candidates for master's degrees please stand if you are able? Chancellor Schmidt, each of the candidates now standing before you has successfully completed the requirements for one of the following degrees: Master of Business Administration, Master of Education in Professional Development, or Master of Science. On behalf of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, it is my pleasure to present these candidates to you for conferral of the master's degrees.
Graduates, under the authority of the Board of Regents and the Universities of Wisconsin, and upon the recommendation of our faculty, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Master's candidates, please come forward now as directed by the marshals. Graduates will be hooded by the dean and associate dean of their college.
Ramin Argual. Erica Bale. Jason Bettenker. William Blount. Joseph Lee Bluma. Peter Boguszewski. Matthew Dirksmeyer. Rebecca Ann Dowdy. Paulina Fuentes. Dakota Garrity. Stephen John Hall. Magali Jackson. Hyun Woo Kim. Kyle Kramer. Alexis Lundberg. Vegeta Marinagamanamarva. Kiana Musavi Kays. Derek Robert Nelson. Rachel Oldham. Pallaby Roy. Rajdeep Day. Brittany Pitlick. Jameson John Schmidt. Ashley Marie Tenike. Justin Torkulas. Casey Warren. Shane Michael Whittemore. Sharon Zell. This concludes the master's candidates from the College of Business. We will now move on to the master's candidates from the College of Health and Human Sciences. Dana Marie Abel. Jessica Hyatt Argyle. Anna Basooner. Lindsay Jane Bond. Megan Grace Best. Emily Ray Bodie. Megan Lynn Borowski. Sydney Louise Dahlman. Lillian Mamie Egan. Hannah Paige Ellis. McKenna Anne-Marie Endvik. Anna Marie Gady. Chloe Elizabeth Garfalo. Megan Mackenzie Giordano. Emily Grace Griffing. Michelle Harris Hales. Annika Hansen. Madison R. Heron. Lindsay Nicole Haskell. Emma Rivnak. Leah Inger. Erin Marie Johnson. Julia Carl. Kayla Ann Kinsler. Hillary Rachel Kirikov. Julie Marie Lorenzana. Courtney Lee Martin. Alexandra M. McCaleb. Holly Jo Messenger. Annika Claire Peterson. Maya Marie Peterson. Kenna Julia Petery. Margaret J. Rehala. Hannah Jo Schliemann. Lauren Catherine Schakowsky. Tracy Lynn Smith. Luke Charles Stromback. Jessica Hoxton Tremenio. Magdalena Carol Trilling. Catherine Jane Trudell. Diana Olivia Villagomez. Angelia Gaojing Vu. Jennifer Slagle Waldo. Abby Marie Wondrow. This concludes the master's candidates from the College of Health and Human Sciences. Congratulations!
College of Business students, you've completed an incredible journey of hard work and dedication. Your learning experiences, both in and out of the classroom, are numerous. Today, you reap the rewards of your efforts as you are prepared to make a meaningful impact wherever you go. I encourage you to celebrate not only your achievements, but also the journey itself. Congratulations. Will all the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Business please stand if you are able? Chancellor Schmidt, each of the candidates now standing before you has successfully completed the requirements for the Bachelor's of Business Administration degree. On behalf of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, it is my pleasure to present these candidates to you for conferral of the degree.
Graduates, under the authority of the Board of Regents and the Universities of Wisconsin, and upon the recommendation of our faculty, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Now, symbolic of the degree conferral, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, graduates.
Graduates from the College of Business, you may be seated until you are directed to come forward by the marshals.
Phoebe Miller Wolf. Emma Lynn Ackley, cum laude.
Caden Thomas Elsendor, cum laude.
Heston Dwayne Amble, summa cum laude.
Samuel James Anderson.
Ryder Chase Matthew Arians, cum laude.
Brianna J. Ashton, magna cum laude.
Kate Aukus, magna cum laude.
Jacob B. Bach, cum laude.
Aiden Michael Badnock.
Adam Todd Byer, cum laude.
Samantha A. Bandholz, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Samuel Allen Barbie.
Ainsley Ryan Baumgart, cum laude.
Asher Cleveland Beach, cum laude.
Jacob Michael Beardsley.
Austin Allen Becker.
Anna Fong Benishek, summa cum laude.
Ryan Jacob Berg.
Brett Lee Burgett, summa cum laude, Department Honors in Accounting.
Hallie Bergschneider.
Jaden Michael Bewer.
Ira Gregory Bialzik. Magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Costantino Raphael Benetti, cum laude.
Megan Bichel, cum laude.
Matthew Salone Blumquist.
Liam Peter Bow.
Rose Diane Bollinger, cum laude.
Rachel Scott Bowman, cum laude.
Matthew P. Bolduc.
Kennedy Morgan Bull, magna cum laude.
Maxwell David Borgen.
Zachary Paul Bostrak, magna cum laude.
Shelby Jean Bauer, cum laude.
Brady M. Broughton, magna cum laude.
Alessandra G. Bronca, magna cum laude.
Charles William Brenner.
Isaac James Breinig, cum laude.
Vincenza M. Brittle, summa cum laude.
Levi James Broking.
Thomas Robert Broughton.
Addison Riley Brown, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Derek C. Brown, magna cum laude.
Lizzie Ann Brown, magna cum laude.
Aiden Clay Buck, cum laude.
Luke Buckendall.
Derek Raymond Burr, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Caitlin Paige Byrie.
Ben C. Calcutt, cum laude.
Dylan James Campbell.
Ryan Christopher Capistrant, magna cum laude.
Brett Anthony Carlson, cum laude.
Fernando Alberto Cartagena.
Kirsten Ann Cavill.
Jamie Marie Collis, cum laude.
Chimeng Chang, cum laude.
May Po Choi, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Lindsay M. Claren, cum laude.
Mesa Lee Clemens.
Corinne Elizabeth Cochran, magna cum laude, Department Honors in Accounting.
Brennan Cohen, magna cum laude.
Emma Grace Collins.
Maya Isabella Corcoran, summa cum laude.
Colton Lucas Curley.
Rafael Luis DaCosta, cum laude.
Alexis M. Dahl.
Maxwell Jared Darrington,
Caitlin Elizabeth Dashner, summa cum laude, Department Honors in Accounting, University Honors Program.
Braden Alexander Davis.
Madison Jean Day.
Morgan K. DeTemple, cum laude.
Ashlyn Dewick, magna cum laude.
Colton Kenneth Doles, summa cum laude.
What? Brett Lewis Duncan.
Brett Aaron Dudkowski, cum laude.
McKenna May Dutton.
Jackson Milo Dwyer, summa cum laude.
Cassidy Marie Eckes, magna cum laude.
Emma Elizabeth Eggleston, cum laude.
Jacob Jr. Ekwai, cum laude.
Jacob David Ellingbo.
Elizabeth Margaret Engelhart.
Cody James Erickson, cum laude.
Nicholas John Erickson.
Tyler Erickson.
Haley A. Esterly.
Jonah P. Evans.
Clara Grace Fabricius.
Aiden N. Farnloff.
Connor R. Faust.
Quinn Faust, magna cum laude.
Francesca Ann Ficadenti.
Candace Ann Fieber.
Max Ryan Foland, cum laude.
Connor Hayden Fox, cum laude.
Ethan Michael Franick, cum laude.
Mason Fraser.
Jacob Allen Freund.
Samantha Jean Fredericks, magna cum laude.
Evan James Gartsky.
Bryson Shane Gash.
Bryson Gavinsky.
Sophie Isabel Geske, summa cum laude.
Charles Henry Gerke.
Caden Thomas Gillespie.
Colette Eileen Goldemmer, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Carter Nelson Goltz.
Carla Fernanda Gomez, summa cum laude.
Derek Jacob Goshen, magna cum laude.
Lucas David Gray.
Dustin James Green, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Zeta Eileen Griebenow, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Lexi Ray Marlene Griffin.
Jacob Henry Groves.
Haley Grudem, cum laude.
Nina Elise Grise.
Anna Lynn Getter.
Callie Jean Gustafson, summa cum laude.
Emmett Carl Gustafson, cum laude.
Omar Guzman.
Annika Hanstead.
Adam Thomas Hamburg.
Emma Lou Hamilton, magna cum laude.
Abigail Rose Hay, summa cum laude, Department Honors in Accounting.
Robert Healy, cum laude.
Bradford David Heap, cum laude.
William Joseph Heinen, cum laude.
Carter Jonathan Hennon.
Olivia Claire Henriksen, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Elizabeth Jane Hetzer, cum laude.
Cole James Hinkle, cum laude.
Kyra Ann Hinkle, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Roland Benjamin Hochstedler.
Tyler John Hoffman.
Ethan John Hoops, magna cum laude.
Elliot J. Horkin.
Natalie Horstman, magna cum laude.
Alexander Panayotis Ronis, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Matthew S. Humphrey.
David Oladapo Ejamimbola.
Haley Jackson.
Julia Marie Jakes, magna cum laude.
Anthony J. Jenner-John.
Brooke Annabelle Jensen, magna cum laude.
Reese A. Jensen, magna cum laude.
Chi Wen Jiang, magna cum laude.
Alexander Gregory Johnson, cum laude.
Benjamin Douglas Johnson, cum laude.
Evan Edward Johnson, cum laude.
David Michael Jones, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Tyson James Kalinowski, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Avery Francis Kalazewski, summa cum laude, Department Honors in Finance.
Derek John Kane, cum laude, United States Marine Corps.
Teresa Lynn Kaiser, magna cum laude, Department Honors in Accounting.
Alexandra M. Kane.
Spencer Robert Kepi, magna cum laude.
Ella Ray Keeble, magna cum laude.
Faith Ann Kierzik, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Lily Kiffmeyer, magna cum laude.
Liam Kilkelly.
Adam Gabriel Kimmis, cum laude.
Hayden Kincaid, cum laude.
Trevin Keeson.
Eric David Kittlestead.
Lindsay Kleinheinz.
Christian Klinger, cum laude.
John Thomas Klugo, cum laude.
Zachary B. Clues.
Alexandra A. Koenig, magna cum laude.
Cassidy Corin Keppen.
Alexis Lynn Konechny, magna cum laude.
Cameron Core.
Anthony Jerome Kozlowski.
Anna Morgan Koth, magna cum laude.
Catherine Ann Krochmer, magna cum laude.
Chad L. Crone.
Cami Sue Krumenauer.
Cole Pierce Cooney, cum laude.
Greta Rain Kunze, cum laude.
Emma Louise Lamb, magna cum laude.
Trevor David Lamarand, magna cum laude.
Isabel Rose Lang, summa cum laude, Department Honors in Accounting.
Emily G. Lapointe, cum laude.
Olivia Ann Larson.
Reed Elliott Lawrence.
Emily Loveday Lee, magna cum laude.
Grant David Lee, magna cum laude.
Parker Lemansky.
Avery Lodahl.
Cole Jared Malone, cum laude.
Drew Patrick Maloney, cum laude.
Catherine Marlis Mannanen, magna cum laude.
Megan Rose Margie.
Emily Elizabeth Martell, cum laude.
Cora Grace Martin, magna cum laude.
Samantha Ann Martin, summa cum laude.
Isabel Lynn Massey, magna cum laude.
Peyton Joseph Meyer.
Anna Christine McCleary, magna cum laude.
Ian Riley McCormick, magna cum laude.
Abigail R. McCullough, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Ella Genevieve McDevitt, cum laude.
Ryan Mead, cum laude.
Jacob Mason Melsha, magna cum laude.
Grace K. Millerburn.
Emily Austin Mills, cum laude.
Benjamin A. Miskin.
Frederick D. Meany, cum laude.
Elijah John Morrissey, cum laude.
Mason Jeffrey Mortimer.
Margaret Catherine Mulkin, magna cum laude.
Matthew Ryan Moots.
Josiah Benjamin Nelson, cum laude.
Olivia Grace Nelson, cum laude.
Reynold Thomas Nelson, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Noah Scott Nephew, cum laude.
Ava Shea Napoti.
John Nicholson.
Marie Nicole Nicolette, summa cum laude, Department Honors in Finance.
Will D. Nicolai.
Andrea Ocelado Ocelot.
Kyle Oleksiuk.
Anders Cole Olson.
Hannah R. Olson, magna cum laude.
Ian Donovan Olson, cum laude.
Joseph Olson, summa cum laude.
Parker Chase Olson.
Riley Olson.
Wyatt Webster Olson, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Jane Paul, cum laude.
Wyatt Andrew Pankratz.
Ryan Matthew Peratt.
Amy E. Pashby, magna cum laude.
Benjamin Pausha, magna cum laude.
Victor Perez Meza.
Nicholas Petanitis.
Alicia Petty.
Sabrina Marie Pilney, magna cum laude.
Lindsay Alice Pintor.
Ethan J. Plants.
Alex Napoleon Poyer, cum laude.
Luke Daniel Potter, cum laude.
Grace Julia Prairie, magna cum laude.
Jackson David Priner.
Carissa Marie Prestholt, magna cum laude.
Adam Michael Price.
Aiden Price, magna cum laude.
Matthew Thomas Prouty, cum laude.
Fabiola Ramirez.
Caleb Joseph Randall, cum laude.
Austin Michael Reitz.
Chase Stephen Reed, summa cum laude.
Justin D. Reimer, summa cum laude.
Braden Aaron Resnick, magna cum laude.
Alexandria Polina Resmeyer, cum laude.
Frederick Christopher Reba.
Jacob B. Ritter.
Cooper Roberts.
Gatlin E. Rogers.
Olivia Marie Ronley.
Kara Elizabeth Romportal, magna cum laude.
Mia Mary Rubenzer, summa cum laude.
Jaron C. Rudd,
Jocelyn Marie Roofer.
Jacob Anthony Sampson,
Elijah D. Sandin.
Anna R. Sands, cum laude.
Zachary Sato, cum laude.
Gabriel August Scarlassera,
Morgan Patricia Shimke, summa cum laude.
Otto Jack Robert Schluter, cum laude.
Haley Marie Schmidt, magna cum laude.
Isaiah J. Schmitz, magna cum laude, Department Honors in Accounting, Department Honors in Finance.
Braden Mitchell Shanerock.
Rachel Martha Shriver, magna cum laude.
Lauren Michelle Schubert, magna cum laude.
Carly Schwantes, cum laude.
Rachel Selly, summa cum laude.
Andrew William Sentman, magna cum laude, Department Honors in Accounting, Department Honors in Finance.
Yoshiyuki Sissoko, magna cum laude.
Sam Lee Setterlund,
Molly Marie Sheehan, magna cum laude.
Austin Michael Seifert,
Ariana Diane Scraw.
Gabriel Christopher Smerillo, magna cum laude.
Elsie Smith.
Gabrielle Saul, magna cum laude.
Lucas A. Summers.
Javon Pides Daniel,
Emily Rose Staub, magna cum laude.
Kayla Stonke, magna cum laude.
Mitchell Richard Stiegeman, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Olivia Alice Stagg, magna cum laude.
Cameron Layton Stinnett.
Jordan Marie Storley, cum laude.
Jaden Zachary Strasser.
Noah Michael Strauss,
Kylie Marie Straub.
Logan Wade Sullivan, magna cum laude.
Colton Lee Sund, cum laude.
Lorna A. Svensson,
Claire Elizabeth Swoboda.
JJ A. Zott, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Taryn E. Tashney, cum laude.
Kaylee A. Toffener, magna cum laude.
Gunnar Torsten Tebon.
Mai Der Tao,
Christopher Scott Thies, magna cum laude.
Aaron Tyson, magna cum laude.
Jenna Gabrielle Teeting, magna cum laude.
Carter Edward Tiesfeld, cum laude.
Trey Bradley Thompson.
Parker Garrett Thurber,
Tyson J. Tomish.
Mackenzie Michelle Tout,
Samuel Neil Tremmel, cum laude.
Joseph Henry Tucci,
Corey Allen Van Groll, magna cum laude.
Ella Elizabeth Vanderblumen, magna cum laude.
Joseph Jared Vega Martinez, cum laude.
Allison Emily Veely, magna cum laude, Department Honors in Accounting, University Honors Program.
Aaliyah Rose Vetch, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Kehanali Kiwavu, cum laude.
Elise Lynn Wagner.
Blake Alexander Wallen, magna cum laude.
Georgia Warch, magna cum laude.
Morgan Marie Waters, cum laude.
Josephine Grace Wynand.
Allison M. Wiesinger, summa cum laude.
Bennett Anton Welch.
Abigail Lynn Wennerston, cum laude.
Casey Jane White.
Riley K. Whitman.
Lydia Wickersham.
Carmen Wilde.
Carson Bradley Windishausen.
Aiden Michael Winter, summa cum laude.
Reese Edward Wisniewski.
Michael James Whitkey.
Megan Wolfel, summa cum laude.
John Patrick Walterstorff, cum laude.
Megan Leona Wolf.
Madison Page Wooker, cum laude.
Ethan Lee Wurtzel, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Samuel Allen Wysokinski.
Amber Gaunza Yang.
Maxwell William Yons, magna cum laude.
Leo Matt Zelaznik.
Ethan Zanzig, cum laude.
Bodie James Zenz, cum laude.
Wyatt Andrew Zilmer. This concludes the baccalaureate candidates from the College of Business. We will now move on to the graduating ROTC cadets.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Lieutenant Colonel James Schmitz of the UW-Eau Claire Reserve Officer Training Corps program. 2 cadets from the program are here this afternoon. Lieutenant Colonel Schmitz will administer the oath of office and they will receive their diplomas. Lieutenant Colonel Schmitz, please come to the podium. Would our cadets please come to the stairs now?
The Army ROTC program at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire was established in 2009 as part of the Northwoods Battalion. Prior to commissioning, the officer must swear an oath of office. The oath of office is a statutory requirement that obligates the new second lieutenant to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. These new officers will go on to serve the nation here at home and overseas in places like Eastern Europe, Southwest Asia, Africa, and the Indo-Pacific. It's my great honor to administer their oath of office today. Cadets, please come forward.
Alexander Carlson. Gretchen Marie Petrazik, cum laude.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Alex Carlson,
Having been appointed an officer
in
the Army of the United States,
the Army of the United States,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support and defend the Constitution of the United States
to support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties of the office
discharge the duties of the office
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
In the College of Health and Human Sciences, we share a mission of developing and enhancing human potential through liberal education and professional studies. Our alumni ably serve society as teachers, social workers, speech-language pathologists, athletic trainers, exercise and rehab scientists, and other healthcare professionals. Graduates, because of your preparation and experiences at UW-Eau Claire, you will bring a strong voice to the children, families, schools, and communities you will serve. Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Health and Human Sciences please stand if you are able? Chancellor Schmidt, each of the candidates now standing before you has successfully completed the requirements for one of the following baccalaureate degrees: Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music Education, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Social Work. Chancellor Schmidt, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, it is my pleasure to present these candidates to you for conferral of the degree.
Graduates, under the authority of the Board of Regents, the University of Wisconsin, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Symbolic of the degree conferral, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, graduates.
Graduates from the College of Health and Human Sciences, you may be seated until you are directed to come forward by the marshals.
Zachary William Jacobson, summa cum laude, University Honors Program. Ryan L. Annensen.
Fridleen Alsenat.
Mary Catherine Alessi, magna cum laude.
Ellie Ann Anderson, summa cum laude.
Sophia Shea Anderson.
Abigail Elizabeth Arend, summa cum laude, Department Honors in Communication Sciences and Disorders, University Honors Program.
Adam Marlon Augustine.
Catherine Claire Austin, summa cum laude.
Dylan Baker, summa cum laude, Department Honors in Mathematics, University Honors Program.
Spencer John Banks, magna cum laude.
Alec William Barberg.
Brogan Bear, magna cum laude.
Ella Elizabeth Beardsley.
Delaney Ann Beshard Nelson, magna cum laude.
Carter Joseph Bell, magna cum laude.
Teresa Lynn Bell.
Addison Marie Bellis, magna cum laude.
Jameson Ray Bender.
Jewel Ann Berg, cum laude.
Madison Michelle Barrent, magna cum laude.
Lydia Estelle Berseth.
Kayla M. Bethauser, magna cum laude.
Abigail Marie Butel, cum laude.
Kyla May Binns, magna cum laude.
Kiara Bisson, summa cum laude.
Nolan Ferdinand Blair.
Maxime Stephen Blodgett, cum laude.
Kelsey Bloxham, summa cum laude.
Emily Susan Booker, summa cum laude.
Rachel Lauren Bry, summa cum laude.
James Arthur Briscoe, cum laude.
Hannah Brogan, cum laude.
Sarah Brown.
Sophia Brown, magna cum laude.
Lauren Rachel Brule, magna cum laude.
Mary Page Buchek, cum laude.
Sarah Joan Buckley, summa cum laude.
Audrey Jane Burgraff, summa cum laude.
Timothy Peter Callow.
Connor J. Capel, cum laude.
Siobhan Carroll, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Emily Casey, cum laude.
Liam O. Casey, cum laude.
Clarice McKaylin Chamberlain, cum laude.
Joseph Paul Clinton, cum laude.
Sam D. Cavaro.
Hudson Roy Collins, cum laude.
Amelie Cote, summa cum laude.
Alyssa Grace Kramer, summa cum laude.
Paige Veronica Crawford, summa cum laude.
Zachary Kendall Caperi, magna cum laude.
Sydney Helen Danielson, summa cum laude.
Michelle Elaine Jerome, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Addison Grace Catherine DeVillers, cum laude.
Isaac Wesley Domitrovich, magna cum laude.
Kelsey Lane Donovan, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Abigail Grace Downey, magna cum laude.
Tashelle Lynn Duelman, magna cum laude.
Sarah Duncan, cum laude.
Jaden Justine Eggert, summa cum laude.
Daniel J. Allaire, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Emma Louise Elling, magna cum laude.
Jay Engebretson, magna cum laude.
Emily Engholm, magna cum laude.
Madison Christine Erickson, magna cum laude.
Lauren Kate Escamilla, magna cum laude.
Meredith Farlinger, magna cum laude.
Maria Catherine Fierro, magna cum laude.
Anna Victoria Fouts.
Kate E. Frame, cum laude.
Ethan James Frank.
Megan Marie Frank, cum laude.
Madison Marie Franzen, magna cum laude.
Sarah Allison Fraser, summa cum laude.
Melanie K. Fredrickson.
Angelina Luella Friedel, magna cum laude.
Samantha Marie Fox, magna cum laude.
Celia Marie Gayhart, magna cum laude.
Kendall Irene Gerke, summa cum laude.
Ella Christine Gershner, magna cum laude.
Lauren Elizabeth Gissel, summa cum laude.
Isabella Ann Gallagher, cum laude.
Emma Jane Gove, magna cum laude.
Hannah Patricia Rose Green, magna cum laude.
Gabrielle Chrislyn Greenwald, cum laude.
Claire Gustafson, summa cum laude.
Mallory Ann Gustafson, summa cum laude.
Marissa Allie Gustafson, summa cum laude.
Lillian Nicole Guylander, cum laude.
Alyssa Marie Hall, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Allie Marie Hankey, cum laude.
Jaden Joe Hansberry, magna cum laude.
Amelia Demi Hansen, magna cum laude.
Abu Bakar Abdi Hassan, cum laude.
Lucia Jean Hauge, summa cum laude.
Caden Hoschultz, cum laude.
Erin Elizabeth Hayes.
Sam T. Heckel, magna cum laude.
Grace Olivia Hayful, magna cum laude.
Sarah Grace Hilu, summa cum laude.
Molly Jane Henderson, summa cum laude.
Jan Ronald Hernandez Soto, magna cum laude.
Natalie Laura Hicks, summa cum laude.
Jaden Alexandra Hiller, summa cum laude.
Megan Laura Hazer, magna cum laude, Department Honors in Communication Sciences and Disorders.
Jade Isabella Holtz, cum laude.
Nadia Marie Horn, cum laude.
Mitchell Thomas Howard.
Leanna Mary Hull, magna cum laude.
Stacy Ray Hurt, cum laude.
Catherine Rose Jakubowski, summa cum laude.
Miles W. Jensen, cum laude.
Amanda E. Johnson, cum laude.
Garrett Adam Johnson, cum laude.
Megan Marie Johnson, magna cum laude.
Logan Jolly, magna cum laude.
Grace Glenna Jones, cum laude.
Charles Kazarowski.
Allison Ann Kakis, cum laude.
Janessa Sue Kemrowski, summa cum laude.
Henry David Keith, summa cum laude.
Benjamin William Keller, cum laude.
Logan G. Ketterhagen, cum laude.
Morgan Grace Kinblom, summa cum laude, Department Honors in Communication Sciences and Disorders.
Jack W. Kipp, summa cum laude.
Cassandra Lee Kleinhunts, cum laude.
Kayla Agneta Clippen, summa cum laude.
Allison Teresa Kepke, summa cum laude.
Eric Kenneth Cordis, magna cum laude.
Ruby Julia Kuzak, cum laude.
Kaylee Elise Kowalczyk, magna cum laude.
Natalie Ann Kramer, summa cum laude.
Olivia Monica Kraus.
Luke Allen Creer.
Katrina Lindsay Kroll, magna cum laude.
Ashley Kruger, summa cum laude.
Grace May Keel, cum laude.
Caitlin Elena Kukuk, summa cum laude.
Maya Kenkel, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Madison Curry, magna cum laude.
Amber Ray Lar, magna cum laude.
Hannah Ruth Lar.
Jackson Kirk Lukowski, cum laude.
Austin Herbert Lalick, magna cum laude.
Joshua Christopher Larson.
McKenna Grace Laum, summa cum laude.
Carter Paul Lazzaroni, magna cum laude.
Brooke Elizabeth Liebel, summa cum laude.
Brianna Corinne Libesley, summa cum laude.
Elizabeth Lind, cum laude.
Kaya May Lindhart.
Rachel Marie Lindner, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Hannah Jane Little, magna cum laude.
Eleanor G. Losi, magna cum laude.
Alicia Marie Hawthorne Long.
Sadie Long, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth Ann Loaf, magna cum laude.
Bri Chialor.
Taylor Ann Ludvigson, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Michael John Lutz.
Bryce Elizabeth Mack Williams, summa cum laude.
Megan Ann Myers, summa cum laude.
Ella Makehamson.
Addison Ella Mangold, summa cum laude.
Alexander J. Mann.
Ty Joseph Manzanares, magna cum laude.
Anne Catherine Manzi, magna cum laude.
Tegan Skylar Marquez.
Torrance Madison Marquez.
Hannah Lynn Mason.
Jake E. Matthews, cum laude.
Samantha K. Matson, cum laude.
Catherine Scarlett McCann, summa cum laude.
Kyle Larry McSorley, summa cum laude.
Lindsay R. Mead, summa cum laude.
Lillian L. Meyer, summa cum laude.
Abigail Lynn Mengelt, summa cum laude.
Jacob Michael Menzel, magna cum laude.
Marin Justine Mesogetic, cum laude.
Thomas J. Mestnick, cum laude.
Callie L. Mahalik, cum laude.
Ella R. Millard, magna cum laude.
Marissa Joan Miller, magna cum laude.
Nicholas James Miller, cum laude.
Macy Jo Monflies, summa cum laude.
Adeline Rose Monk, magna cum laude.
Ashley R. Moose, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Devika Catherine Morrison, cum laude.
Cade Russell Mueller, cum laude.
Leah Melinda Munt.
Allison Marie Murdy, magna cum laude.
Olivia Vivian Niels, magna cum laude.
Olivia Hope Newton, summa cum laude.
Desiree Diane Nichols, cum laude.
Bo David Nevedomsky, magna cum laude.
Ella Marie Novak, magna cum laude.
Grace Elizabeth Nowak, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth Kelly Olson, magna cum laude.
Austin Anthony Opatz.
Elizabeth Colleen Packer, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Allison Marie Polachek, cum laude.
Katie Pompu, summa cum laude.
Miles A. Perot, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Natalie Therese Peterson, summa cum laude.
Nicholas John Peterson, magna cum laude.
Ty Walker Peterson, cum laude.
Wyatt William Pierce, cum laude.
Elias Pineski, magna cum laude.
Justine Elizabeth Picornis, cum laude.
Ella Josephine Pratt, cum laude.
Charles Joseph Price.
Elaine D. Prefrock, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Mary Kate Pouffant, summa cum laude.
Haven Benjamin John Quimby, cum laude.
Lee Jamie Quinnett, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Isabel J. Radke, magna cum laude.
Ella K. Raymer, magna cum laude.
Kate Rasmussen, cum laude.
Austin McRae Reed, cum laude.
Lane Russell Reitz, cum laude.
Sydney Mae Reinhard, magna cum laude.
Leah Lynn Renstrom, summa cum laude.
Lauren Christine Retzloff, summa cum laude.
Morgan Marie Reynolds, magna cum laude.
Olivia Esther Richetto, magna cum laude.
Karis Irian Ridd, summa cum laude.
Megan Elizabeth Riesenberg, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Margaret May Roberts, magna cum laude.
Megan Dominique Rodriguez, magna cum laude.
Charles Goot Rogers, magna cum laude.
Ruth Minerva Rojas Ortiz.
Alexi Marie Romanelli, magna cum laude.
Michael D. Romatowski, magna cum laude.
Maxwell Vito Romeo, United States Marine Corps.
John Hector Charles Rosario, magna cum laude.
Alexis Lynn Rue, summa cum laude.
Bree Kathleen Rubenzer, summa cum laude.
Devin K. Rupplinger, cum laude.
Angel Renee Russell, magna cum laude.
Erin Joyce Sabanash, magna cum laude.
Jenna C. Salzwedel.
Kelsey Paige Sneeder, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Brianna Sarnstrom, magna cum laude.
Liam Peter Schulk, cum laude.
Sierra Audrey Jean Schoinert, cum laude.
Abigail Marcy Schisler, summa cum laude.
Hetty Mae Schmelzer, cum laude.
Niall Schoenfelder, cum laude.
Sam J. Schreiber.
Lauren Schroeder, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Kayla Marie Schultz, summa cum laude.
Lexi Jean Schultz, cum laude.
Derek Peter Shamblin, summa cum laude.
Valerie G. Shuck.
Liliana Maria Silvera, cum laude.
Madeline Simpson.
Trinity Pamela Sloan, cum laude.
Chloe Elizabeth Smith, cum laude.
Kobe Lane Smith, cum laude.
David Smits.
Ryder Charles Snow, cum laude.
Morgan Stark, magna cum laude.
Riley Dean Stonner, summa cum laude.
Hannah Marie Steele, cum laude, University Honors Program.
Amanda Elizabeth Staley, cum laude.
Emma R. Stelter, summa cum laude.
Savannah Rose Stendel, magna cum laude.
Kaya Paige Stevens, cum laude.
Nathan Charles Stute, cum laude.
Amber Marie Stuzinski, magna cum laude.
Brielle Jolynn Stieber.
Abby Isabella Swanson, magna cum laude.
Annika Lynn Swanson, magna cum laude.
Brenna K. Tallow, magna cum laude.
Leo Douglas Taylor, magna cum laude.
Ben P. Tegland, magna cum laude.
Anne Rose Tess, magna cum laude.
Mary Tao, cum laude.
Amra Tian.
Ian William Tyson, cum laude.
Bailey Thomas, summa cum laude.
Colin Michael Thompson, magna cum laude.
Thomas James Tiffany, magna cum laude.
Travis Jackson Tikkanen.
Natalie Michelle Tiltrum, magna cum laude.
Amelia Rose Topolsky, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Ray Treadup.
Emily Rose Truzinski, magna cum laude.
Amaya Aubrey Turner, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Urban, magna cum laude.
Anna Beth Utek, cum laude.
Keith Allen Van Dornick.
Arena Vang, magna cum laude.
Emma Rosa Velasquez, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Samuel Anthony Verkerke, magna cum laude.
Kylie Danielle Bernes.
Faith Vesser, magna cum laude.
Nicole Marie Vinson.
Emily Ann Volrath, summa cum laude.
Emma Marie Wagner, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Robert Charles Wagner.
Madeline R. Wainwright, cum laude.
Luke Walbrun, cum laude.
Elias P. Walker, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Alyssa Josephine Weber, summa cum laude.
Ella Rose Weinman, magna cum laude.
Alana Ray Wykes, magna cum laude.
Ellie Mae Wendorf, magna cum laude.
Joseph Armand White, cum laude.
Trevor L. Willie.
Ella Genevieve Williamson, magna cum laude.
Charlotte Catherine Wiltermuth. This concludes the baccalaureate candidates from the College of Health and Human Sciences. Congratulations.
Can you please join me in one more round of applause for our 2025 graduates? It's fitting that we now hear reflections delivered by one of our graduates. Zach Jacobson of Eagan, Minnesota spent the last year serving as vice president of the 68th session of Student Senate, while also completing his student teaching experiences in area school districts. Today, he earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in Social Studies teaching and history. Next year, he will be teaching 7th grade at Venture Academy in Chippewa Falls, where he is excited to blend his faith with his love for mentoring students. Welcome, Zach.
One moment. All right, here we go. Good afternoon, distinguished faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates of the class of 2025. Today, we celebrate years of hard work and learning. But before that, I want to thank a few people who don't always get noticed. To the custodians, food service workers, residence hall staff, groundskeepers, production staff, photographers, department associates, maintenance staff, truck drivers, and more, thank you. You made it possible for us to focus on our future, even as you quietly supported our present. And that brings me to what I want to talk about today, noticing. In a world that often rushes past people, noticing is kind of a superpower. It turns strangers into humans, moments into memories, and ordinary days into something that sticks with us. Which leads me into a question. Has anyone here ever been to Costco? I love Costco. Like, really love Costco. Trust me, ask my mom. Huge parking spots, endless aisles of things I absolutely don't need, samples on every corner, everything from an avocado to an 82-inch TV, all topped out with a $1.50 dog on the way out the door. It's really the adult amusement park. But what I love most about Costco are the staff name tags. If you've been, you know what I mean. Those enormous font name tags. My dad has always taught me the importance of learning people's names and of hearing their stories. He said it's the simplest, most powerful way to let someone know that they matter. So, when I walk through Costco, I try to live that out. Thanks, Jenny, as I grab my 25th sample. Thanks, Tim, as I grab my rotisserie chicken. Have a good day, Tom, as that highlighter streaks across my receipt. If you know, you know. Every time, a little smile, a flicker of being seen. Not because I did anything extraordinary, just because I noticed them. And I think that matters. If there's one thing this world is full of, it's full of people quietly asking to be noticed, to be known, and to be loved. This is not rhetorical. I want you to turn to someone around you that you don't know and ask them their name and what they do for fun. You have 30 seconds. Go. My name is Zach. I love to play pickleball and tell other people about Jesus. And just like that, you just made a friend as well. Oncologist Dr. Siddhartha Mukherjee studied the last words of the dying, and 4 phrases appeared again and again. I want to tell you that I love you. Will you tell me that you love me? I want to tell you that I forgive you, and would you tell me of your forgiveness? At the core of each of these is a longing to be noticed, to be remembered, and to be understood.